Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Installment Scott Selections here for Friday, April 21st. For again today's play of the day, quick recap what happened yesterday. We had a nice winner in hockey with the Lightning and Maple Leafs over 6 goals at -113 on Bet on One. Really didn't understand the line, and it should have been a lot higher because the game went over in 2 periods. You had the Toronto Maple Leafs winning 6-1 after 2 periods. Game ended 7-2. So never in doubt from the winner here on Friday. And for today's play of the day, going to pivot to playoff basketball. Going to look at Game 3 in the Celtics and Hawks series taking place at around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game, we're going to take a player prop in this one. We're going to take Atlanta center Clint Capella under 10.5 points at -145 on PointsBet. Time recording of 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Covering why I'm going to take the under for points with Capella. First reason, 10.5 is a very good line. PointsBet seems to just have gone rogue and given us an extra point here. Every other book has 9.5. So PointsBet giving you 10.5. I know it's a bit of extra juice, but since Capella doesn't shoot that much, I'll definitely pay the juice for the extra point. Now, if you can only get 9.5, I still like the under. I like this number probably all the way down to 8.5. I wouldn't take it at 7.5. But the point is, I do think Capella is going to be a non-factor in this game once again, because historically speaking, he's been a complete offensive non-factor in pretty much every meeting against Boston over the last couple of years. Capella has scored less than 11 points in 7 of his last 9 games against the Celtics. That's playoffs and regular season included. And in Game 2, he only played 22 minutes. He wasn't in foul trouble or anything. He just got straight up benched, and he only attempted 4 shots. He only scored 4 points, and he also went 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Now, we know Capella's game is pretty much solely based on offensive rebounding and the occasional lobs and some rim running, some dunks. The point is he has no post moves, and he can't shoot free throws. So he's kind of limited offensively no matter what, which is a problem because the Celtics do have Robert Williams, who's one of the best defensive centers in the league when he's healthy. But Capella made some interesting comments about his role defensively in this series, which has me concerned about his overall playing time moving forward. So Capella said about his role in this series, the Celtics have guys who are fine with the role. Like, I'm thinking about Al Horford, who's really stretching me out the entire game. He's not getting his shot, but just by having me out there guarding him, it makes my job harder to help my teammates out in the paint. Now, we know Capella is a pretty good shot blocker, but since Horford is a stretch 4 or a stretch 5, Capella is acknowledging that he has to keep an eye on Al Horford. The problem is, since he's doing that, he's giving them no rim protection, and he's being dragged away from the basket for rebounding purposes. So I guess my question for all of you in that case would be, what exactly is Capella's role in this series? If his rebounding numbers are compromised because he's being dragged away from the basket, he also has to switch out on every pick and roll, and offensively, he doesn't really have a post move that he can use. I think it's not a coincidence he only played 22 minutes in Game 2. I don't think this is a good series for him. The Celtics, we know, can really, really use their athleticism and go small. And if they do that, Capella's kind of just a sitting duck at that point. So I think at the end of the day, you're going to see Capella once again hover around that 20-minute mark. And since he doesn't really have any offensive moves besides the occasional lob and the occasional offensive rebound putback, I'll take my chances. Boston's a very good defense in the paint. And with Capella only playing 22 minutes, despite not really having any fouls, I don't believe. I think he had 0 fouls in that game. Let me just pull that up quickly. Yeah, Capella had 0 fouls, and he only played 22 minutes. So it wasn't like he was in foul trouble. They just decided we're better off in the series if you don't play as much. And as a result, I don't think Capella's going to play much in Game 3. Now, is it going to matter? Probably not, because Boston's a much better team. But you're trying to think of what adjustments the Hawks can make. They probably have to use Collins at the center to try to match the athleticism that the Celtics have. And I think as a result, Capella's going to be the odd man out. He might go well under. He might only score 4 points again. But 10.5, you're telling me he's going to make 6 baskets or 5 baskets and a free throw? I'll take my chances. I think he probably finishes closer to around 6 or 7, or, potentially even less than that. So the play that once again here for Friday, April 21st, is going to be on Clint Capella under 10.5 points in Game 3 at -145 on PointsBet. Bye, everyone.